Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Bruner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Like, I don't think Puka Nacua was a fluke. I will say that. But he does have a timer on him, obviously. So we can jump into him, and then we'll sort of bop around to the other positions. But Puka Nacua in ESPN leagues this morning was owned in 2.8% of leagues. I expanded on him in an article specifically just for him on Flurry Sports, and he's owned in roughly 0% of sleeper fantasy leagues. So he's unowned, right? For what we're talking about, he's just unowned. He was compared to Cooper Kupp coming out of college, probably wrongfully so. But then he gets drafted to the Rams. He's like, okay, he's probably going to be in that Cooper Kupp role eventually. You know, Sean McVay really likes him. We talked about him on the show. I think Sean McVay loves him as a project. I think he was going to be a good wide receiver eventually. I didn't think it was going to happen right away. I also didn't think Cooper Kupp was going to get hurt right away. So no Cooper Kupp. Puka Nacua clearly fills that Cooper Kupp role. He played just as many passing down snaps as Tutu Atwell and Van Jefferson, so you don't have to worry about that. And he led the team in targets, 15 targets. Let's see. Let me bring up my article. I have all this stuff. I know he finished as wide receiver 9 for the week. 15 targets, 10 receptions, 119 yards. Like, do I think he's Cooper Kupp? No. Do I think his role is a fluke? No. I think he's going to continue to be probably the target leader without Cooper Kupp there. Cooper Kupp now is on IR with a hamstring injury. He is slated to miss at least the first 4 weeks. That hamstring injury is weird, though. Like, hamstring injuries suck, obviously. They kept talking about his, like, there's something wrong with his body, the way it's built, the way something is operating in his body, in his leg, where this is going to be a continued issue. We talked about this. They kept saying this is a serious thing. They're worried about re-injury. They're worried about all this happening. He has a setback. He goes to Minnesota to see a specialist. They kept saying he was day-to-day. We told you here on the show that's complete bullshit. Like, there's no way he's day-to-day and he's seeing a specialist out of state. Like, there's just no way that was the case. And then he gets put on IR, missing 4 weeks. I'm not convinced this is a 4-week thing. Like, I think the Rams are hoping it's a 4-week thing, but like, there's a re-injury risk, obviously. And, you know, he hasn't necessarily been the healthiest guy anyway. So I think Cooper Kupp could miss more time. If Cooper Kupp's out, I think Puka Nacua was at least a wide receiver 3. So I think you can use your top priority on him. I think he's going to be a target monster. When Kupp comes back, I think Nacua can outperform Tutu Atwell and fill in that role as well. So I do think there's a chance that both Kupp and Puka are fantasy relevant next to each other. Again, at that point, is Puka Nacua anything more than a wide receiver 4? Probably not. But, you know, I would take a wide receiver 4 with upside any day of the week. So I think he's probably my top priority.